Morning, everyone. Steve for the last time dropping me off at the trail. Me and him been like best buddies the last few days.
Right.
Probably be the last time unless I come back and he takes me to Mount Mitchell later on.
That's right. Yes, we'll get you up there.
But Steve's the guy. I'm telling you, Unaka shuttle. Look him up when you're in this area. He'll drive you wherever you want to go. I think he even said he'll go as far as California.
Yeah, just about.
But this is Steve. I keep talking about him. There he is.
Hey, folks.
Really good guy.
Look forward to helping y'all out.
It's going to be a beautiful day. Highs up in the 50s and 60s. Mild tonight. Sunny tomorrow, but some isolated thunderstorms, but pushing 60 up high in like the 5,000 and 6,000 elevation range. Those storms are coming through, trying to bring spring with it. I welcome that. Those 60 and 70 degree days are beautiful, and it gives me my sun. I need a tan. I'm way too white. But anyway, yesterday was a good day of rest. However, I'm glad to be hiking again. It's almost annoying to me when I have a 0, but my body doesn't need it. Don't need the rest. Again, I did that for weather's sake, and it's going to end up being a great thing because the views I'm going to get to see today because of a clear day are going to be spectacular, and you get to see them as well since you're along with me. But I am glad to be hiking again. Got a lot of good stuff done yesterday. Obviously got all of the things taken care of for the shirts and beanies and stickers, so that was all good and productive. Did a lot of walking around town, so still kept loose and warm, but wasn't climbing any mountains. And you know that's what makes my blood flow. So it's going to be a beautiful day. Start off climbing around the river here in Nolichucky, climbing up. Then the first summit, I believe, is Beauty Spot. Then Unaka. Not sure really the right way to pronounce that, as I've heard it both ways from the locals. And then after that is Iron Mountain, and then on to the Roan Highlands after that. So probably get to like Iron Mountain area today and Roan tomorrow. But who knows? Take it one step at a time, and I'll stop when I'm ready to stop. All right, let's conquer. A lot of water crossings through this area. Nothing major. Most of them are bridges. But if you was out of water at this point, this would be definitely a good spot to run out of water, because you have water like every 200 or 300 yards, it seems like. It's beautiful too. Nice lush greens and moss. Obviously, because of the water flow in the area. Man, it is a beautiful day. Complete 180 from what yesterday was. this section up to at least Indian Grave Gap, which is a couple miles before the summit of Beauty Spot. Has a lot of rocks and roots in it, probably more roots than rocks. So it's not extremely fast going. You can still make good time, but it's not like you're bouldering or scrambling, but you don't want to go too fast and turn an ankle or anything. So I guess I'm just going normal speed. Not really, pounding out the speed like I would like to do today to make up some miles for yesterday, but that's okay. Still have a good long day today with some big miles. Here's a little section with not too much, but a lot of roots, like I said, over this like 8-mile section here. Don't know what's happening after the gap on my way up to Beauty Spot. About 8.5 miles into the day. Beautiful sunny day still. Climbing up Beauty Spot right now, about a couple miles from the summit. I'm hoping there's not a big crowd up there, but on a beautiful day like this, I wouldn't doubt it. A few cars in the Indian Grave Gap, which is kind of where they park. They can walk either up the trail or a road that goes either close to the top or to the top. So, I don't know, hopefully there won't be too many people up there, but I don't want to steal other people's joy as well. So, we'll see what happens. Then after that will be Unaka Mountain, which is kind of like the Enchanted Forest, all enclosed in pine. Really a one-of-a-kind summit around here. And then after that, Iron Mountain. And probably around Iron Mountain somewhere is where I'll set up camp for the night. But play that by ear. Right now, I'm just enjoying this beautiful weather and nice warm temperatures and bright sunshine. Right up there is the summit of Beauty Spot. About 2/10 of a mile left up there. I love it when the last 100 or 200 feet of climbing is open like this. You can see it all coming to fruition as you're climbing. I love that. Just a little snow up here, not too bad. I think it's about 4,400 for the summit of Beauty Spot. Not extremely high, definitely going to be hitting some 5s and 6s today and tomorrow. So snow might still be up there pretty thick, but it's warm, so it could be melting too. It just depends how much snow fell yesterday in those areas. You can see Irwin way down there. Beautiful views up on the grassy bald here. Not completely sure, but that might be Unaka or Unaka Mountain. And you can see there's some snow up there. That gets about 5,200. And then that could be the Roan Highlands right there. It gets to about 6,000, 6 summits there. But you can see the snows up on top. It's absolutely beautiful. That's where I'm headed next. And I'm pretty sure that's Unaka just because you see like the evergreens and everything up top. And that's what it looks like. But it might not be. It might be something more in the distance, but it's beautiful. Yeah, if I was to bet money on it, I'd say that's probably Unaka and Iron Mountain. And then that's the Highlands. But we'll find out. Standing on the summit of Beauty Spot Mountain. Nice 360 views of the mountains in the distance. Absolutely gorgeous on this bright, sunny, mildly windy, breezy day. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see all the way in the valley there, surrounded by the mountains. These are the 5,000 and 6,000 footers over here. It's gorgeous. First summit of the day, and Beauty Spot is in the bag. I love the changes, whether it's subtle or drastic in the forest. You can be on one little section that has one kind of trees, and then come to another one that's more open with these kind of trees. I love it. I love that it changes. Every bit of it is beautiful. And I don't know, it almost re-energizes you every time you come to something a little different, terrain or views wise. It's like, oh, cool, now I'm here. Now we start at 0 again for miles. It's kind of cool the way that works. At least that's how it works in my mind. I'm a numbers guy, so the numbers never stop in my head all day long. Anytime I can go back to 0, it makes those long days even shorter. If that makes any sense, it makes sense in my head. I have no idea if it makes sense in any of your heads, though. Beautiful. Love seeing those mountains over there in the distance. Heading to next. Nice biggins. So over there is where I thought Unaka Mountain might be from the summit. But now I'm thinking it's this one right in front of me. I'm down to 1.5 miles before the summit. And, I see the evergreens up top there. So maybe that, that looks too far away and more elevation than what I have to climb right now. So I think that is the Roan Highlands, or the beginning of it, with the balds and Roan High Bald or High Top, I think it's called. So I think this is where I'm going first, and then Iron Mountain, and then over there about 15 or 20 miles or so. If you've been watching me for a while, a couple years ago, back in the PCT days, I used to do this all the time. I'd say, oh, there's Mount San Jacinto, and nope, it was this one over there, not that one. And Sierra, oh man, don't even get me started on which peaks were which. Mount Whitney, I think I had guessed 5 times before I actually got to Mount Whitney on which one it was. Oh my goodness. It's hard. It's hard. You look at the map and you see where you're going, and the one that you're actually going to is behind that one or something, and you can't see it, but you think you're seeing it, and then it looks different once you get there. Here in the Appalachian, a lot of the mountains are similar looking. They don't all have like distinct cuts or whatnot. So it makes it even tougher. I know Unaka Mountain is over 5,000. So I was thinking that was it, but it's like, that's too far for where I'm going for this one now. So I was wrong. You'll see it a lot more. It's like I like to guess them, but then at least 50% of the time I'm wrong. It makes me look like I have no idea what I'm doing, but I do know what I'm doing. I just don't always know which mountain I'm looking at until I get there to climb it. And I'm fine with that. I don't have to look at it before I climb it, only while I'm climbing it. It's nice to see the summit before you get on top of it too, and a lot of times I'm seeing it, I just don't know which one it is. So you'll see it a lot more. You'll get your kicks and entertainment out of it.
That is a good flowing pipe spring, if I do say so myself.
It's been a bit of a stressful day for me. To think that you come out here and you don't have the stresses of life, you're sadly mistaken. That might be good for a 2 or 3 day getaway, just to get away from the stresses of life. But when you're out here for this long, obviously different stresses, just the everyday life can happen. And it's been one of those days where that's kind of the case. And I just spoke with my wife, and a little more peace came into my life just speaking with her, so that was good. But then I had about a 1,000-foot climb up Unaka here. But now I'm getting into the Enchanted Forest. So now I'm feeling a lot better. Nice and cool. That 1,000-foot climb was tougher than usual, and that's because my heart's already, and blood pressure probably is already up there today. Like I said, my wife brought me some good peace talking with her. Glad I had a signal there. And coming into this doesn't hurt either. Yeah. Almost to the summit. And probably another, 3 or 4 miles after that, I'll be setting up camp and calling it a day. Right now, with this light coating of white, you could see some footsteps here sometimes, but sometimes you can't see anything, and you're not really sure where the trail goes because it's all kind of the same in this enchanted pine forest. Absolutely beautiful. But thank goodness for those white blazes, so sometimes you need to kind of look through, and right there through those trees, it's the next one. See, I'm like, see. And that's how you kind of tell where you go. Different kind of summit, but absolutely gorgeous, huh? Standing on the summit of Unaka, whichever is the right pronunciation. I apologize, and I mean no disrespect. I've just heard it a couple of different ways, and I'm not really sure the right way. But however you pronounce it, Unaka mountain is in the bag. Descending on the north face of Unaka. Man, it stinks that I don't know the right way to say that. And I know people are going to leave comments here. I'll have to say it. The thing is the locals can't even really decide on the right way to say it. So I'm sure there is a right way, but I think it's kind of like the Appalachian Trail. Some people say Appalachian, some people say Appalachian. There's no wrong way. Appalachian goes all the way from Georgia to Maine, and up north people say it differently than down south. That doesn't make it wrong. So maybe that's what it is with that mountain. But definitely don't want to disrespect the native tongue of that word. So I apologize that I do not say that right. But anyway, I'm descending that mountain right now, and the snow has been pretty consistent. But it's not much. It's an inch, maybe 2 at the most. And it's definitely fresh. So it's probably what fell last night or the day before. But it's not. It's real soft. It's not like frozen or anything like that. No, actually it won't tonight either, because it's not going to get below freezing, I don't think. It might up 5,000, but where I'm going to be camping right around 4,000, it's not going to be as bad. I think it's going to be in like mid-30s or upper 30s tonight. So it's going to be one of the most mild nights I've had out here so far, so that's going to be awesome. I apologize for my voice being hoarse, by the way. I've noticed that this morning when I got up, that my voice was a little hoarse. Maybe too much Mountain Dew and not enough hot tea over the last couple days. So I think I will be hitting some tea at camp tonight. Coat the throat a little bit, so to speak. I'm not getting a cold or anything like that. Just probably, I drink a lot of hot drinks. Use my voice a lot, I'll put it that way, throughout my life. And I've learned to treat it like a tool that it is. So a lot of times I drink a lot of hot tea to coat the throat and make it feel better. And not feel better, but sound better, like it should when it gets hoarse or dry sounding. But the snow is going away little by little. Tomorrow I'll be up in the 6,000s, so, or close to 6. I think the first one is 6,000, everything else like 5,900 and something. So it will definitely be a little more snow there. But it'll be probably melting as I'm walking on it. So that's awesome. Like I said, tonight's supposed to be in the mid-30s at shelter. I didn't really want to stay up. Like I thought about camping up on top of the mountain here. But with the snow and obviously 5,000, it might get a little chillier. I'd rather be down a little lower where it's mild. So anything above 4,000, you know, could be a little chillier. So I'm going to stay somewhere where it's like 3980. That's going to be a world of difference, that 20 extra feet of elevation. De-elevation, I should say. Oh my goodness. I'm weird. I'm surprised you all listen to me. I'm so weird. Keep listening though, please, please. In fact, tell your friends. This guy is so weird. We should really listen to him more often. So here I am in another little section of pine or whatever, spruce, I don't know. Some kind of needle trees, evergreens. It's not evergreens, I don't think. But it sure does look like an enchanted forest, that's for sure. I love it. All right, continue descending.